Greetings staff. Today I will be discussing the recent problems with identifying the King Air and Dash 8 tow bars. Management is aware that the marketing strategy to paint both tow bars identically has uncovered the problem that some personnel may mistake the two. Therefore, the tow bars either bend or their shear pins snap. To help FarGo Aviation and employees further development, this presentation will go over the improvements to help identify the tow bars for use, including reinforcements of the current procedures, as well as discussing further implementations that should decrease the accidents. In this slide, we are going to represent an easy flowchart of what the safety team hopes to accomplish by the end of this meeting. We will start out by addressing the recent incidents in the next slide. Then we shall go on to a short training guide and who will be affected. This will range from management to employees to marketing. It will affect the whole company. Then we will go on to enforcements. Our safety team will have a means of delivery in reinforcing the information that has been stipulated within these slides so that the future of FarGo Aviation shall continue. And for the results, we hope that each employee can further understand how to better implement these practices, as well as encourage the marketing and management team to not only support the staff on the ground, but to encourage them to report any ideas or accidents that may happen, so that we build more of a community and not segregate each of our departments. This slide represents the recent accidents in the workplace. The King Air tow bar can only withstand 6 tons, while the Dash 8 tow bar resists just under 100 tons. The shear pin is meant to stop the tow head from swinging when the aircraft is being tugged, but as recent incidents show, the pin is sheared from opposing forces and therefore snaps. There are a number of measures, however, that we can take to avoid confusion between the two, such as painting the aircraft model on the bar of a tow bar, or we could weld the load-bearing weight on a metal sheet that can be identified by a tow operator. A final choice is to use a Dash 8 tow bar for all operational uses. This section is to represent who will be affected during the change in workplace environment. From a business point of view, work efficiency will slow down for some time, as staff will have to be trained by a senior authoritative. This will also impact the financial part of the corporation, as training will have to go into paying the authoritative figure as well as the learners, so that these incidents are less likely to happen. Though it will be unproductive for some time, it should start to climb again once we have seen a certain level of improvement. From an engineer's perspective, the engineers will have less work to do if every tow operator can identify the tow bars themselves. And as for the recent policy, that should be able to be taken down after some time, once the performance has increased. This is to ensure that the recent incident of young operators are not dependent on other engineers when pressured by time constraints of either curfew from other airports and pilots needing to get out. This slide is to stipulate what the safety team is doing to spread the information, as well as reinforce this in these infographics for the crew. Weekly meetings will be discussing incidents from the previous weeks, while a larger meeting for incidents that will occur every month These large meetings will stipulate and focus on reoccurring incidents, such as shear pin snapping. Staff encouragement for ideas and development will help the industry grow, as well as FarGo Aviation grow, since every idea is good. These infographics will be placed around hangars and bathrooms and break rooms and offices, mainly areas for high traffic flow of people, so that information is subconsciously absorbed. This final slide is to inform staff that there will be monthly training exercises, either online and in person, depending on what the staff have to be trained on. For this scenario, tow-bar usage, it will be in person, and the session will cover how to correctly identify the tow-bar for operation and how to use it effectively. I cannot stipulate this enough, but these training modules will be available all through the month, and practice, practice, practice.